War. It's a word heavy with sorrow and pain. It conjures images of destruction, loss, and heartache. Throughout history, wars have shaped our world. But at what cost? The price of conflict is often paid in human lives and suffering. Today, let's take a moment to reflect on the tragic toll of war and the human suffering it brings. The scars of war are not just physical, but emotional and psychological as well. Imagine the countless lives disrupted, families torn apart, and communities shattered, dreams shattered. For every battle fought, there are untold stories of heartache and loss. The impact of war extends far beyond the battlefield. Innocent civilians caught in the crossfire, children who will never see their parents again, and families who will never be whole, soldiers who return home, forever changed by what they've seen and done. They carry the weight of their experiences, often in silence. Each war leaves behind a scar on the landscape and in the hearts of those who survive. The memories of conflict linger long after the last shot is fired, cities reduced to rubble, historical landmarks destroyed, and entire cultures threatened, but the true devastation is felt in the lives of real people. The human cost of war is immeasurable. A mother grieving for her son, a child clutching a photograph of a lost father, and families mourning their loved ones, friends saying goodbye, not knowing if they'll ever meet again. The uncertainty and fear are constant companions. War doesn't just end when the fighting stops. The aftermath of conflict can be just as devastating. The echoes of conflict reverberate through generations, affecting the young and the old alike, leaving deep psychological wounds and fostering cycles of violence and hatred. The trauma of war can last a lifetime. It takes years, sometimes even decades, to rebuild what was lost, and to heal the wounds inflicted by war. But the emotional and societal scars linger long after the last bullet is fired. The process of healing is slow and arduous. As we reflect on these tragedies, let us also remember the resilience of the human spirit. Despite the overwhelming sadness, kindness and compassion often emerge in the darkest of times. Humanity's capacity for empathy and support shines through. People come together to rebuild, to heal, and to support one another, to hope for a better future. A future where peace prevails over conflict. In remembering the past, we honor those who suffered and strive for a world where peace can flourish. We must learn from history to create a better tomorrow. Let's keep the lessons of war close to our hearts, and work towards a future where such reflections are no longer necessary. A future where peace is the norm, not the exception. Thank you for taking this moment to reflect. Your awareness and understanding are steps towards a more peaceful world. Sometimes, the greatest act of courage is to seek peace, to choose understanding over conflict. Until next time, take care of each other. Let's strive for a world where peace and compassion prevail.